How's it going? Welcome on into another episode, Getting Wild with Terry and Friends, MLB Trends and Betting Picks. I'm Terry, ready to break down some MLB games for today's slate. Um, Not as many games to talk about today. Trying to be a little bit more selective here with which games we're playing, but I definitely still have quite a few plays here. Um, really going kind of big in one game, which we will talk about. But before we do that, we will jump into what happened on yesterday's slate. Um, and yesterday was not the best day. Was not the best day, that's for sure. The early afternoon game between the Guardians and the Red Sox was a dud. This game here, Ryan Jeffers got a double right off the bat, and I thought, okay, that's good. Tonight's going to be a pretty good night. Colton Cowser on the other side had been just smashing the ball, and then decided to strike out in all four at bats yesterday. Despite Baltimore scoring a bunch of runs, everyone was getting a bunch of hits, but Colton Cowser decided to strike out every at bat he had. So that was a little bit frustrating, but it is what it is, I guess. Um, Isaac Paredes got one hit, unfortunately, not a double. Taylor Ward got one hit, and then right at the end of the game, decided to get a second hit, which was a home run. So that was a nice cash, plus 140. He has been a very productive player recently. Not playing him today, Taylor Ward, because let me go here. But he's over 4 against the pitcher he's facing today. So that's enough to keep me off betting him today. Um, Ozzy Albies got walked a bunch of times yesterday. I did get a hit, I guess, there at the end of the game, but only a single. Jose Altuve continues to cash his bases props. We've been continuing to bet him. Chicago Cubs, Arizona Coyotes. This was the highlight of the night. Michael Busch, over 1.5 bases, plus 150, and the home run, plus 575. 5 consecutive games with a home run. We love Michael Busch. And as a viewer of the show, a supporter of the show, Jake, um, who is a avid Florida Panthers fan, and during the hockey show, we were cashing on Reinhardt over and over and over again. And Jake's also a Cubs fan. So I messaged him yesterday. I'm like, hey, so first it's Reinhardt, and now another one of your team's players, Michael Busch. So Jake is good luck. The teams he cheers for have been making us money, and that's Michael Busch here, who is looking for his 6th consecutive game with a home run today. We'll see if he can do it. Cincinnati Reds, Seattle Mariners. This was a dud of a game. Premium play on the Reds. Steer over 1.5 bases, didn't get a hit. Ellie de la Cruz over 1.5 bases, didn't get a hit. So both of them cool down, and not the best game overall for the Cincinnati Reds yesterday. A good day, Terry. To you as well, Captain Brian. Hope all is well. Good afternoon, Terry. Michael Busch crushed it again. Yeah. Thank God for Michael Busch. I was all in on Colton Cowser. That didn't pan out, but I was also all in on Michael Busch. That was a home run, literally. Yeah. And as soon as he hit it, it had that sound, and then the announcers are like, "Oh, this could go, and then it went, and it's like, yes, thank you, Michael Busch. I really appreciate that. Um, and I'm back on both players again. Okay, okay. Looking at that Baltimore game. So of course, if anyone's looking for any stats on any of the games that we're not going to break down, they're all in the spreadsheet in the description below. Um, and Ryan Jeffers, I'm staying off him, and I'm staying off Colin Cowser here. Both players. Let's see here. Paddock on the mound for the Twins, Rodriguez on the mound for Baltimore. So yeah, I want to talk you off looking at Colin Cowser again, but after yesterday, I just have no interest in betting him, so I'll stay off. Let's go. Let's make some money. That's the plan. Morning, Terry. Morning, you say. Go Wild. No, they're out of things, but But hey, the young guys are looking good, which has me excited for next year. DK has the promo again, early to run. And you asked yesterday, and I said Milwaukee. So if you bet Milwaukee with the DK to run early promo, then you won because they got up to a 3-0 lead. And like another team that I was on yesterday, the Pittsburgh Pirates, both teams blew their 3-0 leads, ended up losing. So a little bit frustrating. I did Atlanta. I might go back with Atlanta. Thoughts? We'll be discussing that game. We will be discussing that game shortly. But the first game that we're going to be talking about today is actually happening in around 20 minutes. So the people watching live should be able to bet this game. People watching on the replay, unfortunately, you probably missed your chance. But Texas minus 114 and minus 125. Detroit minus 105 to plus 105. Eights right across the board. It looks like there's 8.5 at a points bet in this game. It does look like we have a pitching change. It looks like it's not going to be John Gray. It looks like it is going to be um, a young pitcher here making his debut. I don't have his name listed here, but it does look like it won't be John Gray in this game. But whoever pitches on the mound for Texas doesn't matter. We are going with a Texas player prop, Jared Walsh, over half a hit, which is minus 120 in some books, minus 140 in others. So shop around, try to get that minus 120 price. But Jared Walsh to get a hit, I couldn't believe that he is one of the players with the best odds to get a hit today, um, which is kind of surprising. He's got a hit in 9 of his last 13 games. He is 2 for 2 against Casey Mize with a home run. So he's had success against Mize. He's hitting the ball pretty well and is at a really decent price just to get a hit in this game at minus 120. So that was a no-brainer play for me here. Jared Walsh to get a hit today. A's money line tonight. Fade Lance Lynn. Interesting, interesting. Milwaukee, sad face. Yeah. Upsetting. Upsetting. Maybe an under here. Okay. Yeah, the Detroit Tigers just don't score a lot. And this Texas Rangers team, I wanted to back Texas today, but the issue is that their offense is on cold. So I don't really know what I'm going to get from them, from either team. John Gray is going. The new guy is Thursday. Oh, okay. The new guy is tomorrow. Okay. Rangers money line minus 115. The line is short. Yeah, I agree. If I was going to bet a side here in this game, it would 100% be Texas here. Mon Rangers first 5 and sprinkle Adolis Garcia, a home run plus 300. Amai struggles versus right-handed bats. Okay, that's interesting. I believe Garcia has faced Mize. He's 0 for 4 against him. So he'll be looking for his first hit against him. The other player that faced him is Jonah Heim, who's 1 for 3. Heim also has a hit in 4 games in a row. So I was looking at Heim, but we'll stick with Jared Walsh here in this game. Moving on along to the second game that we're going to be talking about, which is between the Kansas City Royals and the Chicago White Sox. Kansas City minus 185 to minus 192. Chicago White Sox plus 150 to plus 172. Eights. It does look like there is a 7.5 available here in this game. On the mound for the Kansas City Royals is Brady Singer. 2-0 in 3 starts with a 0.98 ERA. He's given up 2 earned runs in his first 3 starts combined. One first start against Minnesota, he gave up nothing. Against the White Sox, who he's facing today, 1 earned run, 2 hits, and then 5 hits, 1 earned run against Houston. So he's been lights out so far this season. Jonathan Cannon starting for the White Sox. Don't really know too much about him. So we'll see how he does here in his first start. For me in this game, we're taking Vinny Pasquantino over 1.5 bases plus 115. Vinny's been on a tear lately. Let me bring it up. He has hit in 5 games in a row. uh, two or more bases in four of his last five games, and a home run in back to back games. So he is hitting the ball very well right now. So we'll take him to get two bases in this game, plus 115 against this White Sox team, which is just awful. Absolutely awful. Got shut out yesterday. They don't have a good offense. Their pitching didn't do too bad yesterday, but um, the White Sox are just an awful team. So sorry to any White Sox fans that are watching. Um, they're just it's going to be a rough year if you're a White Sox fan this year. Singer wasn't as good on the road last season, but this is a good start with good road numbers. Yeah, yeah, of course. Facing one of the worst offenses in baseball. Good first road start for him. Hello, Terry. Hello, Timothy. Hope all is well. But we will go on along to my favorite game of the day. I know it's not the game that has Michael Bush in it, but we'll talk about that. Atlanta Braves minus 114 to minus 120. Houston Astros plus 100 to plus 106, 9.5s. Right across the board here in this game. And my first play in this game, because I've got multiple, my first play in this game is Atlanta Braves. First five money line, minus 120 here in this game. You can get it at Pinnacle, I believe, for minus 113, but everywhere else, it looks like it's around minus 120 in this game. Why are we taking this? Well, Reynaldo Lopez, yes, he faced the White Sox and then he did face the Mets, but the Mets have been hitting a lot better recently. Reynaldo Lopez, 1-0 in two starts, going 6 innings in both games, giving up one earned run total over those two games, 12 innings. He's been awesome recently for the Braves in his first two starts. And meanwhile, on the other side, we have Hunter Brown, 0-2 with a 16.43 ERA. In his first game, he faced the Yankees, giving up 4 hits, no earned runs in 4 innings. So he had a very good first start. And then in his last two games here, facing Texas and Kansas City, back to back losses, 3 innings against Texas, 8 hits, 5 earned runs, 4 walks. Then in his last game against Kansas City, he pitched 1/3 of an inning, giving up 11 hits and 9 earned runs. Um, Poor Hunter Brown has got absolutely smashed. So going in his last two starts, 19 hits and 14 earned runs. He's had a horrific last two games. And now what happens? He gets to face this Atlanta Braves offense, which is not something you want to happen when you are just absolutely struggling. So the way this game is priced, we should have two equal pitchers on the mound. Um, and then this game would make sense. I think Atlanta should be minus 150, minus 160 in this game. I think there's a ton of value on the Braves. We're going to target them here, first five money line in this one. And then Ronald Acuna Jr. over 1.5 bases, minus 110. Austin Riley over 1.5 bases, plus 110. Why are we doing this? Riley's got a hit in 9 games in a row, multiple bases in 5 of his last 6. He is 2 for 3 against Brown with 1 double. Ronald Acuna Jr., he's got 2 or more bases in 5 of his last 6 games. He's 2 for 3 against Hunter Brown with 2 doubles. So Riley and Acuna both have had success against Hunter Brown, and they have both been hitting the ball very well recently. Also, we're going with Ozzy Albies over 1.5 bases, plus 120. I know he didn't get there last game, but plus 120, a great price for him. And as well, Jose Altuve over 1.5 bases, plus 105. Albies, he's 1 for 2 against Hunter Brown. He's got multiple bases in 6 of his last 8 games. Jose Altuve, he's got multiple bases in 5 of his last 6 games. He's 3 for 9 against Reynaldo Lopez. So, to recap, Braves first 5 money line, Acuna over 1.5 bases, Riley over 1.5 bases, Albies over 1.5 bases, and Jose Altuve over 1.5 bases. Lots of plays in this Braves game. Go Braves. Please smash Hunter Brown. And that's all. All in on Cowser again. Also, Mountcastle over 1.5 hits, run, RBI, minus 135. Best of luck. Braves money line, smash spot, way better batting lineup. And that's something else to look at here, too. So the Braves in this game, full game money line is minus 114 to minus 120. This Houston Astros team has is not the same team that they were last year. Obviously, it's early, and they're off to a rough start. So maybe they do turn things around here. But the Braves 10-5, the Astros are 6-12. This game just absolutely does not make sense, um, and I just love the Braves. Mountcastle, Issei likes it as well. Over 1.5 hits, runs, RBI. Best of luck. Best of luck. Orioles money line in a parlay with Phillies and Royals, plus 254. I like it. I have Phillies run line and Royals money line. Glad we're on the same page. There you go. Taking Golden State Warriors tonight. I wonder what Tim thinks about that. Yeah, basketball playoffs. Maybe I'll start to take a look here up in the NBA playoffs, but wanted to take Braves first five, but I couldn't trust Hunter Brown to implode again. It's definitely the play though. Yeah, see, for me, the way I look at Hunter Brown, and trust me, you guys can see I'm fading Hunter Brown a lot. But if you watched the shows last year, you will know that I really do like him as a pitcher, and he does have a lot of talent. Um, Definitely a great strikeout pitcher. Just right now, he doesn't have it right now. He just doesn't. And we saw that in the game before his last start against Texas, and then to come out and just get absolutely destroyed by Kansas City. I just have no faith in him to come out here and pitch well. Maybe if he was facing the White Sox, then maybe this could be the spot for Hunter Brown. But to have to face this Braves offense is just unfair for him. Unfair with what's happened to him recently. Over 9.5. I can see that. I can see that. Yes, go Braves. I agree. Go Braves. I got Altuve and Albies bases. Perfect. I love it, Captain Bry. I would look at Austin Riley too and Acuna. I would. Over 9.5, but the line is going the wrong way. Yeah, we'll see. Carolina Hurricanes to win the division today. Really? I thought Rangers already clinched everything, but maybe I'm wrong. As I said previously, I'm not exactly paying that much attention to NHL here until the next couple days when I'll be looking over playoff matchups and stuff. But the final game we're going over, and then I'll kind of do a brief talk about some other games that I didn't play. But final game we're going to be talking about Chicago Cubs and the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Cubs plus 105 to plus 111. Arizona minus 120 to minus 125. Tens and 10.5s available here in this game. And so I wonder what I could possibly be on in this game. Michael Busch over 1.5 bases plus 115 and home run plus 400. No quarter, no half unit. We're going full unit here on Busch today. The only thing that somewhat makes me a little bit nervous is he is facing a lefty here. So I can't see. I would be absolutely shocked if he got benched here. If he didn't play in this game with how he's been playing recently. But Tommy Henry on the mound for the Diamondbacks. He has not been good so far. So if you look on RotoWire, I don't see Bush's name there listed as, but it's obviously not been confirmed. I'm playing both of these, assuming he's going to play. Again, it would shock me if a player's got a home run in 5 games in a row. How do you possibly not put him in the lineup? So we'll assume he's playing. If he does play, Tommy Henry has not been good, and obviously the Diamondbacks bullpen not good either. Hendricks for the Cubs has been absolutely awful, so I couldn't even consider looking at the Cubs in this game. Um, Hendricks, first start, 3.2 innings, 9 hits, 5 earned runs. Then against the Dodgers, 8 hits, 5 earned runs. And then against San Diego, 9 hits and 7 earned runs. So in each start, he's given up at least 5 earned runs. Um, this could be a good spot to look at some Diamondbacks props. Issue is that the Diamondbacks aren't hitting very well right now. Um, they had an amazing start to the season where they did face Colorado too, but they had an absolutely amazing start to the season. But Arizona's kind of cooled off. But this could be the spot to look at the Diamondbacks in some form, as Hendricks has been awful. But for us, if you watch the NHL show, I'm a streaks better. I bet the streaks. When guys are on streaks, I bet them. And yes, he's facing a lefty tonight, but I'm still taking him. We're not jumping off until he goes cold, which I hope is not for a long time here. Dun, 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 dun. Let's go up. Let's go up. I've also got Hunter Brown over 5.5 Ks plus 125. Wow. Okay, so you think he's gonna do okay? Because if he pitches a lot like the way he has the last couple of games, he's likely gonna last an inning or two, if that, and want to get to the 6Ks. So Captain Bry thinks that he might do okay here. Rangers clinched it. Yeah, I thought so. 80% chance of rain at White Sox Stadium. Ooh, not what I wanted to hear. Lots of players from Hurricanes not playing. Yeah, probably resting a lot of guys. That would make sense. And this is exactly why I'm not betting NHL right now. Exactly why, right here, is why I'm not betting NHL until the playoffs. Flyers win in regulation versus the Caps. They make the playoffs and eliminate Caps with an earlier OT win against the Caps. Wow, so it might be some interesting stuff happening tonight then. There might be some interesting games to watch. Max Comtois is playing on the Canes today, LOL. There you go. Yep, all in on Michael Bush. Yeah. And I was actually wondering how to pronounce his name. But after listening to the announcers and stuff, they all say Michael Bush. So you would think it would maybe be spelled that way, but it isn't. But that's how it's pronounced, is Bush. So there we go. I hate mispronouncing players' names, especially when they make me a ton of money. He deserves to have his name pronounced correctly. Winnipeg in regulation. Best of luck. D-backs money line. Cubs pitcher gets. Yeah, he has. Maybe I'll look at the Diamondbacks team total. We probably don't want to go too overboard today. Lots of shots on goal. Flyers and Capitals. All right, all right. So to quickly look here at some other games that I didn't talk about. Da, 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 da. Let's see here. The Angels in Tampa Bay is an interesting one. I would look at Mike Trout. As I said, Taylor Ward 0 for 4 against the pitcher he's facing, so I'm staying off there on that one. Blue Jays got the win over the Yankees yesterday. Should be a low-scoring game here in this one, but not really getting to much there. I do want to play Josh Naylor. He didn't get there for us yesterday with the 2 bases. He's got 2 bases in 5 of his last 7 games, a home run in 3 of his last 6. He's 1 for 1 against the pitcher he's facing today with a double, but ultimately didn't get to it. With the Pirates and Mets, Harrison Bader is doing really well for the Mets right now, hitting 5 games in a row, multiple bases in 5 games in a row, and 4 of his last 5, he's got 2 or more hits. So I'd look at Harrison Bader. One more game that I was really looking at is the Cardinals and the Athletics. Wilson Contreras, he's got to hit 9 games in a row, multiple bases in 3 games in a row. He's 1 for 1 against JP Sears. And then Mason Wynn. He's got multiple bases in 5 of his last 6 games. So he's playing really well for St. Louis right now. issue is that he hasn't hit lefties very well so far. So that was enough to keep me off. Um, the Reds, Jake Fraley, he's got multiple hits in 4 games in a row. So you could definitely look at Jake Fraley. He's 1 for 3 against Gilbert. And Carcion Strand for the Reds, he has multiple bases in 3 of his last 4 and multiple hits in 3 of his last 4. So you could look at him as well. And then the final game, Nationals and Dodgers. I have to think that Dodgers team total over 5.5 is a good play. I saw it around minus 113, I believe it was. So I would lean with the Dodgers team total over, especially after their game yesterday. They're facing Patrick Corbin. That might be something I get to later on. Is the Dodgers team total over? But not yet. Not yet. Premium plays. I got 2 plays up on the site in the description below. I will give one of them out right now. We talked about the Braves first 5. I'm on the full game as well. I doubled up on the Braves. Absolutely love the Braves today. So let's see how it works out. My other premium play is available on the site in the description below. We'll go to the final 3 comments, or a few comments here. Cleveland money line, Mariners run line. Best of luck. Giants money line, Phillies run line, Brewers money line. Over 7.5 in the Mets. Screw the Mets. Sorry to Mets fans that watch, but I cannot stand the New York Mets. I cannot stand them. I'm on Padres money line minus 125. A couple player props, Machado and Jackson Merrill. Yeah, Jackson Merrill's been doing good. Machado as well. So I can't talk you off that. I think the Caps missed the playoffs. Flyers money line. Okay. Red Wings get the last spot in the East. I could see that. Good day, Terry. Good show as usual. Thanks, Timothy. Best of luck today. Atlanta Braves it is. Thanks, Terry. Yes, I'm all over the Braves. Hits, run, RBI for both players, and sprinkle home run for Machado. Yeah, Machado has been doing really well recently. Let me find him. Hit in 9 games in a row, multiple bases in 5 of his last 6, a home run in 2 of his last 4. He is 6 for 23 against the pitcher he is facing, Miley. He's 6 for 23 with 2 home runs. So, want to talk you off that. Thanks, Terry. No problem. Let's go. Rangers money line. There we go. That's today's show. Thank you everyone for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button if you enjoy the show. I know there's a lot of afternoon games tomorrow, so just let me quickly take a look at that. Actually, dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Oh yeah, so 1 game at 12, 4 games at 1, and then a lot of games in the early afternoon. So not going to say for sure, but I might try to do the show tonight for tomorrow's games. I would just be telling you who I'm looking at for player props, though, because player props want to be out. But most likely, I'll try to do the show for tomorrow tonight. So stay tuned. If not, we'll do it tomorrow, and then just unfortunately be able to have to miss a few games. But best luck to everyone on today's slate. Flyers need to win in regulation to eliminate the Caps. If the Caps win, they're in, right? Yes. There we go. Best of luck to everyone, and we'll see you on the next show. Thanks for watching, guys.